On Bella Society today, imagine the life of a high-paying professional model who crossed over to run a major international fashion show. What is life like on the runway and beyond? Good morning! Another week and another Tuesday, and so it's Bella Society greeting your morning. I'm Lisa Wong. Now, today on the show, we're going to learn about a few high-powered women who have their lives changed and who are changing lives simply because they cherish the one value that we live by, which is believing in ourselves. So, coming up will be their story. Don't go anywhere. After making history with the international success of J Autumn Fashion Show, now this was on England's iconic Tower Bridge, 44 meters above River Thames. Now Jessica Minh Anh is ready to take on fashion to the next level, higher this time, 175 meters above ground, and this time on the SkyBridge at the PETRONAS Twin Towers. Now, this is rumored to be a global fashion phenomenon, and we have here Jessica Minh Anh herself, who is a model. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me here.
See, wherever you walk, you already have that model kind of persona, right?
Oh, thank you.
Do you bring that everywhere with you?
Well, I think it's always good to represent yourself in the best way possible. That's what women should do everywhere.
Now, Jessica, you seem to be having this, this wonderful story about your road in terms of modeling as well as running a modeling agency. Now, at a young age, you are just in your 20s and already, an entrepreneur. But one thing that really captures me is that from model to modeling agency, how do you balance the both? Because you are a model and you have your own company.
Well, I think I always try to spend my time reasonably and also pick priorities because you can't really do everything. So when you choose the best option, then you just stick with it and focus on it. Also, obviously, running J Model Management, which is actually an event company. It sounds like a model agency because of the name, but we run to all the high-profile fashion shows around the world in the most outstanding venue, actually. And sometimes I'll try to dedicate my time as a model to fashion campaigns of our loyal clients. So it's manageable, it's just not a piece of cake.
Right. And how did you start? Because it's fascinating. Now, you base yourself in London.
Yes.
Tell us more about how you started.
I started opening J Model Management 1 month after I graduated from the University of Birmingham. I did PR and marketing, which I think is really important. Also, it really helped me in interviews like this because we learned all about how to speak in front of the camera, how to speak on the radio. And after that, I realized there is some thing in the market that I could focus on, which is my ability of organizing events, because I've been organizing events all my life, from elite fashion parties to big concerts and now fashion shows. And our niche, which is our also competitive advantage, is the fact that we're always hunting for location. So we did it with the London's Tower Bridge, which is the iconic symbol of England, and now the PETRONAS Twin Towers SkyBridge is going to be the first fashion show ever, and we're just in love with the tower and the bridge. It's so beautiful.
Oh, it is awesome. Now, this is the highest twin towers in the world. Now, just going back to the London show, the autumn show on the Tower Bridge.
Yes.
What was it like?
It was very overwhelming because the bridge is really long. It was around 60 over meters long, so it's a perfect length for the catwalk, which is the same like the PETRONAS Twin Towers SkyBridge. Is going to be 58 meters long. And the guests are on the side. I think one of the things that we were really proud of is because we overcome all the technical problems.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There are a lot of limitations, like how many cables you can have on there, there and the light restriction, and you need to have a consistent light to light up the whole catwalk so that the photographers can get beautiful photos while the guests can enjoy the show. So we managed to do that, and this time, again, technical restriction, which we are trying to overcome, and it's going to be great. The whole bridge is going to be lit up, and people are going to be wondering what's going on up there.
Wow. Well, it's astounding itself that you managed to bring the fashion show onto Britain's iconic landmark.
Yeah.
Now, coming back to the modeling line, you know, if there are obviously a lot of hopeful models out there, how do you manage yourself as a model? You know, because in the modeling industry, you know, when you watch a lot of the reality programs, you know, you see sometimes models can't handle themselves well, you know, being exposed to so many photographers, you know, as well as the international media. So how do you carry yourself in the best manner?
Well, I think it's really important to be professional under any sort of condition and circumstances. When you walk into a meeting room or a photo shoot or a fashion show, you need to sort of leave your problems behind. Also, I have this personal belief that there's always a solution to every problem. So I stay positive and take any obstacle as sort of like a learning curve or an opportunity to make things better. So if there's a problem, you just need to smile about it. And as a model, I mean, if you cry, you'll ruin your makeup. I'm sure my makeup artist will tell you the same thing.
And being a young person, you seem to have a lot of entrepreneurial spirit. So is this something that you pick up from your parents or your family or somebody who is a mentor to you?
Well, I think my parents had a really good way of bringing me up. We always never drink, never take drugs, sleep early, that sort of thing. But also, at the same time, they were focusing on making sure that I get the right education. I did my undergraduate in IT in University of Technology PETRONAS, actually, in Malaysia. And then I did my master in marketing. So it was a really good studying experience. And then after that, I think we just always have the fighting spirit in us because we know that, you know, people won't just hand you things. You need to work hard for it. So that's the whole thing.
Now, the J Spring Fashion Show is now already, what we're hearing is simply awesome. Now, tell us, what can people expect out of the show? Because it's 100 over meters above ground.
Yeah, the event is a red carpet exclusive event. Besides the international fashion houses and designers and the press, we also invite the ambassadors of 15 different countries, including the United States of America. We have Italy, Netherlands, New Zealand, and many others. So it is sort of like a really high-profile event in a prestigious building, which is a symbol of Malaysia.
Exactly. The highest tower is here. Now, Jessica is going to be back to talk more after this short break, all about a cake dress.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere.